Yeah, I don't. I think at this point we probably wouldn't have much of an interest in a team like that, just because we would probably just be looking to do what you're looking to do, right? We would be looking to sell that team. As you know, we don't have the kind of brand pulling power that you guys do. So if you guys had a hard time, landing the sponsors, etc., for that team, then we certainly wouldn't be able to do it either. So yeah, unfortunately, just we wouldn't have interest in that team at this time. That one I'd have to take back internally and just talk to the team. They might know, I don't personally know that player, but the rest of the team might have interest. So that one I'll have to take back to the guys and just see what their thoughts are. Any idea on what that number would look like? Yeah, like I said, on that one I'll have to take that internal and run that past the team. On the first one with the we wouldn't have interest in that at this time. All right, sounds good. Thanks for your time. Bye. I feel like whenever I have the opportunity to get somebody on the phone and I have like a human-to-human, voice-to-voice conversation, I tend to do well. That particular meeting could have been 30 seconds of messaging on Skype. Hey, are you interested in X, Y, or Z? No? Okay. Done. Like, it could have been super, super easy. I guess that there's some delicacy there that they'd prefer to have over voice instead of, in text, but that's not a meeting that I needed to clear something off my schedule for. Been a super busy, super productive day, really grinding, just reaching out to a ton of different people and seeing if they would have any interest in. And I think that'll all make a lot more sense in the coming weeks, month or two. But just a lot of urgency, trying to figure out the right way to handle the current situation. And I think days like today really separate the good from the great. The people that are willing to message 20, 30, 40 people and just sit there and just literally grind. It's like the least fun thing ever. It's kind of like making cold calls, which sucks, by the way. But some people are willing to do it and work hard at it. Some people aren't. So a day like today, I think, is a good differentiator for me in that while I hated every minute of where my time went today, I know that it was important. And I feel good knowing that, despite how miserable it was, that I sat here and reached out. And depending on what the response is to the emails, DMs, texts, phone calls, etc., that were outbound for me today determines how my night goes. So if I don't hear back from people immediately, which is not always expected, I don't expect I'll hear back from most of the people, in the course of a few hours, 12 hours, whatever, then I'll probably relax, play some games, and just have a good night. If I hear back from people, the grind will continue through the rest of the night and then into tomorrow. So looking forward to either one. Can't really complain of either situation. As for right now, it's about dinner time, so I'm going to take a break for a bit, get some food, and chill out and see what comes back. So the night ended up being a little bit more business than pleasure, a little bit more so than I was expecting it to be, just because I didn't think people were going to respond and get back to me so quickly. Ended up having a couple Skype calls. I think they went pretty well overall, and then I have two meetings, two things set for follow-up, two meetings tomorrow that hopefully that can turn into a couple of good opportunities. So I know you guys are probably like, what the hell is he talking about? It'll all make a lot more sense in the next month or so. It's a very interesting time for me, and I'm confident that no matter what happens, I'm going to come out of it okay. It's just, it's a situation where you're planning and preparing for worst case, while at the same time working really hard and remaining hopeful for the best case. And so that's what I spent a lot of my time on tonight. It's actually a fairly early night. I think it's right around midnight, but I'm not really feeling up for gaming or streaming or anything, so probably gonna relax, maybe watch a TV show on Netflix or something for an hour and hopefully fall asleep pretty quick.